Let's look at the market development. First Qatar, then global. As on 18th May, Qatar, an Oman e-commerce firm, is aiming to roll out its services in the Qatari market by the third quarter of 2021 as a part of plans to expand its footprint in the GCC. Qatar Central Bank Monday said the global slowdown has led to significant interest rate distortion, and the conventional measurement as GDP has proved to be less useful in the crisis time, thus needing more reliable indicator that can better predict the behavior. So obviously the current GDP is a distortion. That's what the central bank is saying. Saudi food firm Jahaz hired HSBC Holding local unit to help manage what could be the first listing by a tech startup in the kingdom. MENA customers are beat on post-vaccine life. A total of 70% of the consumers in the Middle East and North Africa believe brands have a responsibility to positively impact the world, with purpose mattering more than ever, according to Ernst & Young Future Consumer Index. The majority of the Middle East residents plan a vacation in 2021. Appetite for travel is coming up, shaping up now slowly. More than 7 in 10, 72% residents surveyed in Middle East said they have already intended to travel this year. Qatar initiatives have potential to attract fintech firms. Qatar has ambition, efforts, and there is national fintech strategy that was developed by Qatar Central Bank. Also a fintech hub that QFC is hosting in collaboration with QDB and Qatar Central Bank, and these initiatives have the potential to attract key fintech companies to start up their projects in Qatar. The data released last week reflected that US inflation surged in April 2021 from a year earlier as the economic recovery has picked up. However, a prolonged period of inflation could hamper the post-pandemic recovery, potentially forcing the Fed and other central banks to quickly tighten its monetary screws. Hence, forthcoming monthly inflation data will be looked by the Fed and other central banks for considering necessary actions. The financial markets are expected to be volatile on account of inflation fears. The European Union agreed to avoid escalating its dispute with the US over the metal tariffs, sparing iconic products such as Harley-Davidson motorbikes from doubling EU duties next month. The prevailing scenario for the US recovery on Wall Street and in Washington has until recently focused on a boom fueled by consumers roaring back to life with a vengeance in vaccine-induced reopening of the economy. Global, China's factories slowed their output in April, and retail sales significantly missed expectation as officials warned of new problems affecting the recovery in the world's second largest economy. The World Economic Forum cancelled plans to host its annual meeting this year amid spike in COVID-19, and Brent trades above 69 on hopes of economic recovery. Oil prices have edged higher on Monday as European economic reopenings and rising US demand helped offset weakness earlier in the session due to surging coronavirus cases in Asia and underwhelming Chinese manufacturing data. New boutiques deals surge lured expat bankers back to Australia. This is a global information. China's economic recovery slows in April after first quarter boom. Microfluids, the tiny, beautiful tech hidden all around you. When you think of micro or nanotechnology, you're likely to think of small electronics like your phone, a tiny robot, or microchip. But COVID-19 tests, which are proven to be central to controlling the pandemic, are also in the form of miniature technology. Many COVID-19 test cases can give results within hours without need to send a sample to a lab. and most of the tests use an approach called microfluidics. Microsoft proposed Bill Gates is in stress on account of the relationship issues. That's what the news says. AT&T Discovery joined media brands as cord cutters encroach. AT&T will join its media operations with those owned by its Discovery, creating a new company in a $43 billion deal with overseas CNN, HBO, and TBS, along with Discovery Food Network, HGTV, and others. So, media brands are all coming together. Russia won't block Twitter, partial slowdown to continue. Now, Bitcoin sinks to a 3-month low on Tesla CEO comments. Bitcoin slashed a 3-month low on Monday as investors sold cryptocurrencies in the wake of Elon Musk hinting over the weekend that Tesla is considering selling or may have already sold some of his Bitcoin holdings. So these are the news in today's context, and we'll keep you posted time and again on the global side as well as Qatar development in the coming periods.